Alright, we've got an update on a mystery. Let's see here. She's the High Inquisitor and leader of the Inquisition. Her stance on witches and witchcraft is strict, as is her attitude towards her subordinates. Working alone, relentlessly at night, she appears to embrace a hate for witches. As yet, I do not know why. Aww, cute kitty. Eve, we found you, finally. I'm so glad you're safe. Miss Bella would be so upset if anything happened to you. She sure would, Luke. She said that Eve is a real friend. Hopefully, the boss will feel better too when we get Eve back home. I'm sure she will. Come on then, let's go back to the bakery. Alright, back to the bakery. That took us longer than I thought it would. I wonder if everyone's asleep? It's getting close to daybreak. We should enter quietly and try not to wake anyone. Where on earth could those two have gone? After what happened earlier, you'd think they'd know better than to go wandering out at night like this. It's getting bright out already. I'm starting to worry that they came across a witch. If they don't show up soon, I suggest we all go looking for them. After a trial like that, it makes me wonder where they get their energy from. Aww. Oh, Eve, where were you? Ah, good morning, everyone. What do you mean, good morning? Where have you two been this whole time? Sorry. We didn't expect to be gone for so long. I'd have thought you know better, Luke. What were you doing out there at this hour? Sorry, Professor. We were looking for Eve. Looking for Eve, you say? You mean you were both concerned with Eve was missing? Well, when Isabella comes home, she'll want Eve here to meet her, won't she? After all, Eve is like a member of the family. Oh, you dears. That's very considerate of you, thank you. But I want you to promise me that you won't go wandering around late at night like that again. It's just not... Sorry, I yawned. It's just not safe with all those witches out there. You promise? I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry, too. I should say, it's nearly morning already. Why don't you go out and get yourselves cleaned up? I've already prepared breakfast, so jump to it. Yes, ma'am. Come to think of it, I'm so hungry I could eat one of Mary's goats. How about you, Luke? Now that you mention it, I'm definitely ready for breakfast. You certainly both love your food. Personally, I just like a little more sleep. Right then, let's eat breakfast and make our way to the court. Right you are, Professor. I'm sure Isabella must be feeling lonely. Oh, and Mr. Wright, could you perhaps take something from the bakery for her? You bet. I'm sure Isabella will be glad to get some of Patty's freshly baked bread. Come on, what are you all waiting for? Breakfast is ready. Alright, we're coming. Well, let's dig in. Ho ho ho! As it seems we're all ready to go, shall we make our way to the court? So does everyone remember how to get there? Sure, we just head east from here. And it's on the other side of the forest, isn't it? Boy, Isabella must be feeling so sad and lonely. Let's get a move on. Let's go! Haha. Coming back here makes me remember yesterday's trial. Isabella's still being held somewhere inside the building. Yeah, and it's up to us to get her out as soon as we can. The first thing we should do is make sure that we're allowed to see her. You there! Yes, you! Uh-oh. There's nothing like a confrontation first thing in the morning to keep you on your toes. We're here to, you know, to visit our client. It's not you we're interested in, it's Dark Hat over there. He's to come with us immediately. Who, me, sir? Yes, you, sir. What have you done this time? Professor, did you do something? I wonder what it could be. Luke, do you have any idea? Professor! Don't play innocent with us. The order came from the storyteller himself. You have been personally summoned to the audience room to see the storyteller. The audience room? Meeting the storyteller in person is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a person. There's no one in all of Labyrinthia who wouldn't be proud to meet him. That goes for us knights too, although such an honor is almost unheard of. Nevertheless, those were the orders. To have Herschel Layton make his way to the audience room. Very well, and in this audience room, the storyteller will be waiting to see me, is that correct? What? Why does the storyteller want to see you, Professor? Yeah, what's going on here anyway? Would it be possible to go there after having seen Miss Cantabella? Storyteller's order is of the absolute highest priority. Nothing can take precedence. But... not only that, but in any event, you are not permitted to see the accused. Why would that be? Permission to see the accused is restricted to Defender Wright and his assistant. Those are the orders. What do you make of that, Professor? Make of it what you will, orders are orders. Very well, let's go and meet the storyteller. That's more like it. Professor, are you really planning on meeting the storyteller? It might be a trap. Well, I do sense the potential for a scheme here. I'll be foolish to pass up the opportunity to meet with this town's creator. These are rather too many things that I would like to ask him. I see. If the professor's going, then I'm going too. After all, I'm the professor's apprentice. Be careful, Luke. I'm sure you'll be just fine as long as you stay with the professor. I will, and please give Isabella our best. Oh, and Maya, could you give Isabella the bread for Mrs. Eclair? Sure thing, Luke. Well, if you're finally finished talking, I would suggest wasting no more time. You'll find the audience room beyond the guard post, east of the Great Archive. And Defender, you should see the accused. Well, it would seem we must go our separate ways for the time being. Yeah, it looks like it. Take care, Professor. And you, Mr. Wright, I wish you both luck. Alright. So they're splitting up. They each go in their separate ways to do stuff, huh? Well, there they go. Do you think they'll be okay? The Professor and Luke, I think that they can take care of themselves. Anyway, we should hurry up and talk to Isabella. Right. Even though she tries to hide it, inside she must be terrified. What if she's found guilty of being a witch? What will we do then? Last night we saw a witch with our own eyes what they do to witches. Yup, we did. She got burned the fuck up. It's not right. Any world where things like that are allowed to happen isn't right. I know, Maya, but for now, we have no choice. We have to clear Isabella of the charges. We need to focus on that and that alone. The Great Witch Bazella, I wonder why they suspect Isabella of being her. I don't know, but if we're lucky, maybe she'll be able to shed some light on it. Hey, Defender, it's time for you to see the accused. Well, this is it, Nick. Sure is. Let's go, Maya. Death Knell Dungeon. There's the core room and there's the new area here. Death Knell Dungeon. According to this, there are no hint coins hidden in there, so we don't have to bother. We can just go straight to the gameplay of it. Okay.